Hi, 11:38 p.m. Monday, September 10th, 2012. Uh, I just came back from a friend's home. He helped edit some video for me that I'm going to upload right after my trip to Pennsylvania. I filmed a little bit, not as much as I wanted to, but it's pretty good. I think it's going to be a good video. Tomorrow is my day that I need to go to. I'll tell you exactly where it is that I'm going. I'm going to the state of New Jersey Campaign Financing and Lobbying Disclosure Election Law Enforcement Commission. Uh, and part of that, like a branch of that, is the New Jersey Election Law Enforcement Commission Treasurer Training. It's basically, in order for me to be a candidate, or in order for me to be part of, or to have my own political campaign, or pretty much, I guess, where I'm going to be soliciting money for the purpose of advancing me or my campaign or whoever in public office, there is a requirement to have undergo training to know the rules, the regulations, the policies that I or whoever uh, must follow when they are raising money. So basically, certain things there's a certain amount of money that each person can donate to me that I know so far. There's a certain I think it has to be all within the United States, so I won't be able to ask people from around the world to donate money to my political campaign, to my political campaign to elect me, Oleg Vladimirovich Kiryukhin, as the representative of District 36 for the state of New Jersey. Um, and I could take this course online. I kind of skimmed through it, so I have a basic understanding. But I want to do it in person, and you can do it in person. Unfortunately, it's just limited on the days when you can do it, and you need to register for it. Um, and I need that personal interaction so I can ask questions. I have some questions after this video is uploaded, and after the next video is uploaded, I will ask I will start to prepare some questions, and then I guess I will try to go to sleep. I need to be there at 10. It begins at 10 a.m. So I should aim to be there at 9:45, at least 9:30, I think, or 9:15, because I don't know where it is that I'm going exactly. There's an issue of parking, so I think, and I need to find out exactly how long it should take me to get there. I think it should be about an hour drive, but there's traffic in the morning, um, and then the parking situation. And it's a whole new place I've never been to, so I will see there. And it's held at the Election Law Enforcement Commission 28 West State Street, 8th floor, Trenton, New Jersey. Trenton is the capital of New Jersey. It's uh, notoriously known for tremendous amounts of corruption. From what I understand, the city is just a cesspool of garbage in terms of the denizens that are living there because of just systematic neglect by the government. Similarly, we have Atlantic City, we have Newark, we have Jersey City that are in those types of positions. Patterson is just like if anybody's living in those cities, I'm sorry. In Russia, it's much worse. If that is a constellation to you. Uh, I got this amazing letter from, I guess, a pen pal from Germany. Ugh. I'm concerned about my clothing. I think I should wear a shirt and tie and a jacket, and then my two pins, the flag of the United States of America and the flag of the Russian Federation. I did a boo-boo today. I made a mistake. I went on my friend's Facebook page and I wrote this message. So my bank tells me they are no longer interested in my services. Dot dot dot. What? WTF? And he flipped out. Because he flipped out. He's like, I might get fired for this because his bank that he works at checks his Facebook page, and I was blown away by this. And I was talking to another friend who was there, like this is the invasion of privacy. This is why we have a constitution. I would be prepared to sit in jail for 30 years of my life so I can have a chance to speak in front of the United States Supreme Court United States Supreme Court, and tell them that there was an invasion of privacy committed against me. That's these. I didn't even consider these possibilities. But you see, the state constitution can give people more rights, and that could be addressed on the state constitution, where companies cannot use somebody's Facebook page, for instance, as a way for them to 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 maintain someone else's employment. It's one thing if you're, it's a little tricky. It's one thing if you're, because, with a lot of the stuff that I do here, and a lot of the stuff that maybe some postings I've had on Facebook, is it's my right. I have the first constitutional amendment right. I have the freedom of expression. I have the freedom to say what it is that I want to say. That's the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. There are places in the world where today still some of the things that I talk about or I propose, it is possible for the government to zone in and take me away because they can, because the people don't have these types of rights. And these are the fundamental rights that the framers of the Constitution of the United States and the original pioneers of the American dream and the American way of life fought for and were prepared to die for. So, I apologized to him. He was really angry. He said it's okay. He deleted it. But my plan was to make the post go viral. But he was like, "What the?" After I told him my plan, like that was the plan for it to go viral, but it didn't. Thank God. Not thank God, I guess, but I guess it is reasonable prior to employment that for a business to do some minor investigation on you. But once you are hired, that's it. Beyond that, there's no, once in a while we can check on your Facebook to see how you're feeling. No, that's the invasion of privacy. That happens in law enforcement. And with something with law enforcement, it might be a little different because law enforcement, you're not a private citizen. You're serving a function and a need that the people of the government, as we have the government of, by, and for the people, prescribed upon, for us to have law enforcement that will maintain peace and arrest people and things in that nature. So with the law enforcement, it might be all right because they're not a private citizen. I feel if you're a law enforcement officer, you're not a private citizen. You're a representative of the government, and your task is to be the person on the ground and be the enforcer of the Constitution and the defender of the Constitution on the domestic level, the same way that a soldier might be a defender and and or an enforcer of the Constitution overseas. We had a lot of, I think, or at least I tried to have like this amazing conversation with them. There was 3 of them, and I tried to challenge them on these ideas of creation and invention and citizenship rights and the like. I don't know if any of my information got to them, but it was certainly not a way for me to unwind, as it required a tremendous amount of effort on my part, on my intellect. So I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to upload this video and upload the next video. I will keep this as a status update. Yeah. Adios.